This is Matrix Lord 212, and I'm reviewing Amazing Spider-Man number 15. Okay, I do love the cover. It's pretty damn awesome. Check it out right there. Pretty cool. Basic Spider-Man swinging throughout the city type of thing. Okay, here's the thing. The story was okay. All right. It has to do with Taskmaster and I guess the Ant or Black Ant or whatever his name is. They captured Rhino. The whole building fell apart. Aunt May was trapped underneath with the whole bunch of people that she was taking care of from the shelter there. And then uh, the Ned Leeds is alive, but actually it's not. Let me get to that. Ned Leeds saves Aunt May from the building collapsing, and then Spider-Man has to get him. And it turns out it's clone Ned Leeds. Okay, now here's the thing, and I don't. You know what? Let me finish talking about the story, then I'll get to what bothers me. So we have that the side plot is that Craven the Hunter is gathering all these animal type villains, the Rhino, this one, whatever. And Arcade is going to build a shield around the world or something like that. He's going to do some massive hunt, which is the big hunt, the hunt storyline. So that's cool. Thing that bothers me, and I've said this many a times, okay, is that we know who the creative team of Amazing Spider-Man is, right? It's Nick Spencer's writing it and Oatley, right? I don't like it when you're spending, you know, it's $3.99, which these books are expensive now, and you don't get the artist that is part of the book. Like for whatever reason, I guess they take him off the book, they give him a break or something, or maybe he's got another project, so they get a fill-in artist. And I'm not trying to bash the fill-in artist, but I pay for that team that I want to read about. That's the team. That's why I spend the money for the book. It's because I'm interested in the writer and the artist. Okay, so if I'm going to spend $3, I mean, if I'm going to spend $4, $5, $6, whatever, I want that team. I don't want to get all of a sudden I find out that in the middle of before the big story starts, they got to fill an artist. So I think that's a disgrace when they do that because they want you to still pay the same amount of money, and it's okay. It's not okay. It's really not okay. So that's the one pet peeve I don't like. I understand that the artist is going to be doing extra Amazing Spider-Man, so they need to give him a break somewhere, but it kind of ruins the story before that, and it's forgettable. And the art is so I can't make out the art so much that I don't know what's happening half the times or who's getting thrown into whatever. It looked like Spider-Man was beating up somebody. Like it's just I like art is big for me. Like I like writing and art, and if I can't make it out what's going on, you lose me real fast. Another subplot is the lizard and the lizard's son and the lizard's family. The son wants to get out. He's a lizard. The wife's the lizard. They're in the sewers. Thing that bothers me, and this goes back to Dan Slott. Now I love Dan Slott. I love his writing and everything, but I kind of not agree with him all the time. He created that whole clone conspiracy thing where he was saying that all these people that came back in clone bodies was actually the people. Like, this is actually Gwen. This is actually the lizard's wife. This is actually the lizard's son. Baloney. Baloney. Like, they've been dead for a long time. And this could be controversial. This could be, and I know it's a comic book, but it bothers me because I'm not under the notion that you could just copy and paste a human being. You can't just clone a human being. Even if they had the same memories, they don't have the same, the soul is not there. It's not the same soul. So, like, even if, a clone has a soul, it's not the same person. Even the Kingpin knew when they cloned his wife, that wasn't his wife, okay? So you can't just write off human life like that, even in a comic book, and make it like, oh, if the wife dies and the son dies, you just clone them and there they are and everything's fine. No, it's not fine. That's not, I don't know what their religious beliefs are, I don't know, whatever, but I don't want to start seeing, because now they're doing it nonchalantly, clones of villains, and they want you to accept it as like that's really them. So clone Ned Leeds, don't care. Clone anybody, clone lizard wife, clone lizard son. No, because they actually died. So, like, that's disgusting that he's just, so if they die, is he going to clone them too? Like, that's bothering me. It's like, it's just the stupidity in things, and even in comics. It's just, I don't want to see that all the time now. Like, that's going to be an excuse to bring somebody back because you just clone them. Oh, that's them. I mean, they do it in the X-Men. They clone this, but it's not like regular. It's not like a regular occurrence or like you could buy a paper plate and throw it out and get another paper plate. They're doing this too much with the clone nonsense, and I'm not happy about it. So, didn't fully enjoy 15. No, I'm sorry, did not. It was okay, but you know what? You got to do the clone thing right, and they're not the same people. So, if Aunt May dies, do you clone her? I mean, and he's going to be like, oh, I love you, Aunt May, whatever. No, that's a clone of Aunt May. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't like this at all. All right. It's just average. It's just like that just, you know what? It just gets to me. It's just like you wasted $4 for this. And then whatever's happened in the story, they're never going to recognize because it wasn't the real team anyway. You know? All right, guys, that's me ranting. Take care. Bye for now.